Much better. Hey, what's going on, guys? Um, I don't know if you can actually see by my t-shirts, probably can't catch it, but got a nice little shirt. Try not to show off my belly and whatnot, but yeah, rocking a DC Villains t-shirt. The only bad part about this shirt, though, if you kind of like look at it, it's all Batman themed. Like you basically got poor Lex Luthor. If you can actually see, let me. Well, you can't see it because it's too dark, but Lex is like on the left of Harley or the right. Well, right side of my. Anyway, you get the point. I'm rocking to me, a cool T-shirt. One of the many deals I found at FYE when I went to go see Thor: The Dark World. And despite the fact that's all Bat villains, I'm like, I got the Justice League one, so I thought I might as well get the villain one. So I'm wearing that. I don't mind it. It's cool. It's articulate looking. Looks like graffiti art. But anyway, I'm not here to talk about my shirt, guys. I'm here to actually do, as always, an update video. I know you guys love my update videos, or at least I think you do. But if you don't, oh well, who cares? Um, I'm currently on vacation, guys, not from work, but I'm on vacation from a lot of my writing, because it's actually vacation week for Marvel 2K14. Um, but I'm taking an extended vacation from that site because I've had a lot of stress issues and I kind of am quote unquote rehabbing myself, because I'm dealing with a lot of issues outside of the 2K website, stuff at work, stuff and whatnot. Um, and I'm gonna answer probably a couple of things for you guys just because I feel like answering them. One of the many deals that somebody had asked is, am I ever going to get back to Lesser Known? I addressed this in my last update, guys. I will get to it. I really will. I don't know when, I don't know how, but I will get to it, guys. Writing takes up a lot of my time, and also so does work. Because they've been cutting more hours, or they've been cutting more hours for people, and they've been adding more to mine. So, needless to say, all the stuff that I wanted to get done, I can't get done now. And with the holidays being around, I figure it's probably a bad time to try to try to bring back a lesser known video, so I may end up doing one, guys, into next year. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I can actually get a lesser known video out. If I get one before that, yay. But if not, then don't be disappointed, guys, because I'm doing what I can. But since Thanksgiving is this week, and also since Christmas and New Year's is next month, it's going to be very hectic and very busy, for me. But I'll find the time, guys. Any of you guys who have been with me since I first began on YouTube a couple of years back, you know that I always try to be a man of my word and stick to what I say. So if I say I'm going to get it done, I'm going to get it done. It just may take a little longer than you'll like. But the second thing is, why am I taking a break from 2K14? Well, I don't want to get much into it, but let's just say, guys, I had a bit of an emotional and mental breakdown. I was basically becoming too engulfed in writing for the site that I started neglecting a lot of people and a lot of things around me. Um, Mainly, I just was ignoring a lot of stuff, and there was a lot of important stuff coming around. Like, if I kept working through here, I probably would have been kicked off the site and whatnot, what have you. Like I said, I don't want to get much into it, but what I can tell you guys is that, I was just glad that I was able to realize what I was doing wrong, realizing that, okay, this was becoming a problem. So I took a nightly walk because I was furious. I was furious with Chris. I was furious with Deadpoolzilla. I was furious with everybody because everybody was being defiant towards me. And anybody who knows me, the darker side of my personality is that I can be very totalitarian and controlling. So I was doing nothing short of basically, sorry about that, my computer was going into hibernate. So I was basically, guys, going into nothing but basically being an a-hole. I was basically being an a-hole to Chris and a lot of other people. Mainly, I will admit, it was due to the fact that Deadpoolzilla keeps trying to bring in anime characters onto the site, and I finally, just after I took a walk, and of course I made sure that I had something to keep myself safe, something non-lethal. Don't want to kill a mugger, even if it's in self-defense. Just saying, for personal preference. But I took a walk, guys, and I started to realize, and this is one of the great parts about myself that I actually really love, is the fact that now that I'm getting older, I'm starting to rationalize when I've done something wrong. And I'm willing to put my pride aside just a tad bit to kind of realize, okay, why? Like, deconstruct my thought process, guys. Like, okay, this is what I did wrong, but why did I do it wrong? Case in point, today I was trying to clean my bathroom because my uncle's coming down for Thanksgiving. Um, so I was trying to clean the bathroom up really well, spent about 2.5 hours, breathing in fumes from like Lime-A-Way, all kinds of cleaners. Didn't even think to use Pine Sol. Ironically, Pine Sol actually worked a lot better than Lime-A-Way did. I wish I had known that. But, so there's a tip for you guys when you're cleaning your bathrooms. Spray Pine Sol, wait a couple of minutes, then start scrubbing. Um, it may not work for everybody, but I'm just saying. Cool little tip for if you want to clean your bathroom. But I was furious because I felt like, okay, the time that I put in was kind of wasted. But logically, I started thinking about it. And I'm like, okay, it's a new method, let me try, let's see if it'll work. Because that's the beauty of, for me, of getting older, is the fact that I can be angry, but I can still be logical. Maybe not all the time. Maybe not all the time I can be rational, but I'm getting better at it. A lot more than when I was younger. I'm still a very hot-tempered individual. I make no qualms about being a hot-tempered individual. I get that from my father more than anything. It's kind of funny. I always say, I get my short temper and my anger from my father, but I get my overly emotionalness from my mother. That to me is kind of a trade-off, but at the same time, being overly emotional is not always bad because, it lends me to being extremely compassionate, even if people take advantage of it. But that's neither here nor there. The main point is, guys, is that last couple of times I've been very rational, despite people around me being irrational, despite the people around me being stupid, especially at work. But I'm just trying to get through the holiday, and also I think I'm coming to the realization, I'm the kind of person now, as I'm getting older, I don't need to fight. I don't need to prove myself. In fact, I just walk away from you if all you're going to do is yell at me and chastise me, because I see no point in it. It's not going to benefit you. It's not going to benefit me. That's kind of the attitude that I have. It's not going to benefit you to try to show off and feel like you're important, and it's not going to benefit me to get angry and respond to it unless I feel like it's a personal attack. Um, and so that was the attitude that I had with this, and now, I'm going to take a couple of extra days, maybe an extra week. I'm going to try a couple of days and see. If not, then I'll try for a whole entire week. But I don't want to wait too long to get back to writing for 2K14, but at the same time, as much as I want to rush my rehab, I also at the same time, man, my hair will not stay to the side. I hate my hair. Sorry, guys. Man, this is what... okay, I guess I'm due for a haircut because my hair will not stay in place, and plus it looks like it's getting a little bit long. You guys think that's a little bit long? I think it's starting to get a little bit long. I may have to end up going to the barber when I get the chance after Thanksgiving. But the way that I look at it, guys, is that what happened with, I think a great example, to me at least, and I'm trying to not ramble on, but It's always it's a trademark of mine, guys. I ramble on, even if I don't mean to. But basically, guys, yes, I'm taking a break from 2K14. I pretty much got way too engulfed in writing to the point that I started even in my own mind trying to supersede Chris, and I thought, okay, this isn't benefiting me, it's not benefiting the site, it's not benefiting Chris or anybody else. In fact, if anything, it's hurting the site, it's hurting me, and it's just making me look bad. Because I'm supposed to be one of the main people for 2K14. I'm supposed to be the moderator for the Facebook chats. I'm supposed to be, like one of Chris's, like I'm supposed to be Chris's left-hand man, and yet I'm pretty much just losing it. That doesn't exactly sit well. And also, in my own mind, I think that it affects my chances of being taken seriously and being looked at, as a go-to person. And I don't like that. I want people to look at me, especially Chris, to look at me as the go-to person. Like if somebody needs something done, if somebody wants a suggestion, I want to be one of the guys aside from Chris to really, it's like, hey, bring your ideas to me and I can, and I'll give you the yay or nay on whether you can forward it to Chris or not. It's not an ego thing for me. It's just more like a safeguard, like a filter for BS, and ideas that I don't think may be beneficial to the site. Because one thing that I think is great in the fact of being quote unquote Chris's left hand man is the fact that Chris and I think very much alike. I make no qualms about that. Chris has the same mindset that I do, and vice versa. So Chris and I work very well together. Um, and I had to stop myself there because I was about ready to make a Power Man and Iron Fist reference. And let's face it, I'm not Danny Rand. I don't know Kung Fu. I don't know the Iron Fist technique, and also I'm a very flabby guy. So I couldn't even do a roundhouse kick if I wanted. But metaphorically, I'd like to think that that's the terminology. Despite the differences between myself and Chris, we do have enough in common that we can actually get stuff done. But anyway, but despite me taking a break from 2K14, guys, it's not going to really affect that much of my writing. In fact, I look at this as actually a good beneficial way of, okay, get away for a week or two, come back, I'll be refreshed. Already I'm having a couple of ideas for when I come back that I can utilize. And it's going to be same old, guys. I'm not going to, anybody who reads the stories on the site, it's still going to be the same stuff from me. I'm going to try to put my all and make it top notch. But I am going to pace myself. That's the biggest cardinal rule that I've placed on myself is that I'm going to try to make an effort to pace myself in my writing. Because that's where I messed up the first time, was the fact that it probably might be, if I keep messing up, is the fact that I get too involved in my work. Now, I'm not saying that's a bad thing to involve yourself in your work, guys, but what I am saying is don't get too involved. That's what happened with me, and that's why I ended up just separating myself at the moment from the site. But in terms of Meridian Park, I know you guys haven't heard me talk about Meridian Park in a while. Meridian Park is going well. As a matter of fact, Tony and I on Meridian Park are actually doing a Thanksgiving Day special. So right now, actually, after I finish this video, I'm going to, quickly but diligently, I'm going to work on the regular issues that are coming out, and then I'm going to work on the last part of the Thanksgiving special. I already turned in my first part. Tony should be working on all his. And then I got the last part, and then that's it, guys. The Thanksgiving Day special is going to focus on 4 stories, and I don't know if Tony will watch all this. I may even talk to Tony himself, but we've split it into 4 parts, and to me, 4 or 5 parts I think really works for a special. Holy crap, what the hell? Screen just went randomly black. I wasn't even paying attention to that. I think the Ravens are trying to get revenge for when I cut their power at the Super Bowl. But they, God, I know Chris and Malcolm are going to actually enjoy that reference. I can hear the two of you laughing. But what I am saying here, guys, is that okay, we got a Thanksgiving Day special from Meridian Park. Hopefully you guys will enjoy that. If you guys haven't checked out Meridian Park by now, I'll post a link along with the 2K14 website. But don't expect any titles, of course, this week, guys. Don't expect any on Wednesday for those who actually read on the site. Because all of us writers, we're going to be taking a break. We're going to be spending time with family, spending Thanksgiving, off and stuff like that. And that's one thing that Chris is going to put on the site and probably do a video of his own on. But when it comes to like Thanksgiving or say maybe like our birthdays or Christmas or New Year's or any like special holiday or day in our lives, we're pretty much, good God, look like I got a double chin right here. Um, realize that I just lost my train of thought partly. Any special day like that, guys, we're pretty much going to take the day off. So say in January, which is my birth month, I take my birthday. On my birthday, whether it's right near site launch or not, or title launch. See, I'm getting mixed up now, guys. I'm trying to get all this out at once because now it's like going past 10 minutes, which I didn't want it to. But I got a lot of stuff to cover, so it's okay. It'll be a long update video. Not a big deal, and I'm not splitting it. But what I am telling you guys is that any special day like that, especially if it's like, say, my birthday is on a Monday, which is a day that I usually have off from work, I'm not going to be writing that day. I would take my birthday as a day of absence. Um, that's just a cardinal rule that I think Chris is enforcing, and that's a cardinal rule that I think even I can enforce as well, because especially when it comes to somebody's birthday, it's like, on your birthday, you shouldn't have to do anything. And if you go into work on your birthday, to me, I feel like that's a travesty. Um, but it is what it is. In terms of writing, um, in terms of writing, unless like we were actually working for Marvel or DC, then I can probably rebuttal that. But since this is a fanfic site, birthdays count as a holiday. I could care less if people can agree with that or not. Because come on, it's your birthday. Certainly you should deserve to at least like enjoy yourself. But yeah, guys, on the holidays, we won't be writing for 2K14. We'll have that week off. So that'll work out quite nicely. But also, guys, I want to bring to light the fact that I started DC New Earth 2.0. I know a lot of people were excited that that site got built. I'm still trying. I still will go in and update it. I'm going to go in and update it at one point, guys. But right now, myself and Tony are trying to find the time to write for the event Heroic Crisis. We're still trying to see if people will write for the 3 tie-ins. One that deals with an Atlantean civil war. One that deals with, oh, excuse me, Superboy, Supergirl, and Superman going into the Legion timeline and helping out the Legion. And the last one is a POV title that is from Luthor's perspective, because Luthor would still be president in this continuity. But also, allegedly, it's still kind of up in the air, but there's going to be a DC-14 site that's going to be coming as well. So as you can tell, guys, there's a lot of sites that are coming, not just from people that work on 2K, um, and not just me and Tony for Meridian Park, but many other things are coming towards the year 2014. But Tony and I also want to implore you guys as well. I joked with Tony. It's like, we create a Facebook page for Meridian Park, but we very rarely update it, mainly because we get stuck with doing what we do. But go on to Facebook and, like the Meridian Park page. I'll put the link in there. Show some love and support, guys, because, Tony and I, we do try to work hard to make Meridian Park fun for you guys. Got a lot of stuff in, great stuff. So, what we're doing is that also Tony and I were always looking for people who want to write for Meridian Park. We got no problems. We got, Chris has put in the elementals, and he's hopefully turning in Giga Woman, if he hasn't already. Hint, hint. Um, but we got but Meridian Park, we're always looking for writers. We're always looking for people who want to add to the mythos of the park itself. And much like with Chris on 2K, Tony's the main person behind that, so Tony can kind of give more of a yay or nay, but at the same time, I do have some leverage and influence in it as well. Um, so that's pretty much it, guys. Way over 20 minutes, going on 22 minutes. Good God, I didn't want it to be this long. Um, and also, guys, I want to actually bring you guys up to date as well. Another part of this update video, just to be sporadic, just to be random. Um, I'm contemplating. You guys want a Q&A or not? Because I'm contemplating, guys, actually doing a Q&A. I haven't done a Q&A in a while, so that might be also beneficial. Do a fun little Q&A for. Excuse me. What the hell? Do a Q&A for you guys. So anyway, I'm gonna shut this video off before it goes to like a half an hour. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the updates. Hopefully you didn't mind my rambling too much, and hopefully you guys will check out all this stuff. I'm not just plugging it just to plug it, but I'm plugging it because, these are things that I am passionate about. They are things that I enjoy. And I know you guys want to hear me talk about stuff related to comics, comic, you know, talk videos and stuff like that. You guys really love when I do like my topic vids where I start like talking about a certain topic that I found or something that I remember hearing. So I might do more of those since I know you guys enjoy those. And I'll try to get back to lesser known, try to work on a lot of my old projects and bring them back, blow the dust off of them, if you will. Um, so with that, guys, I'm gonna I'm gonna sign out here. I'm gonna work on my Meridian Park stuff, finish up the Thanksgiving special, the last part that I'm working on, the fourth and final part, along with one of the regular titles that'll be coming out this week. Um, Links are all below, guys. And as always, especially since I've noticed a few of you have been adding me to your circles on G+, if you follow me on Google+, guys, um, just, if you're going to add me to your circles, don't add me just to add me, because I don't like when people do that. Just send me a message, say, hey, or, asking, hey, you're going to be available on this day or this weekend. Like, my whole basis is if you're going to add me on G Plus or add me on Facebook or anything like that, at least have the common courtesy to actually, like, say hi and interact with me, because otherwise I'm going to find a way to get you off my list. Because because I don't like the sub for sub deal, unless, like, it's because, you're another struggling artist who wants to be supported. But also, I don't like the sub for sub, kind of stuff, adding people to your circles on on G Plus. So for those of you who have added me on G Plus and da 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 da, just keep that in mind. You know that if you're gonna add me, at least interact with me. Um, and that's it. And we're way past 25 minutes, so it's reaching the half-hour mark. Okay, you know what? I'm shutting this off. But hopefully you guys all enjoyed this. I know it's really long. I probably should have split it in half. But peace, love, chicken grease, all that, you know, stuff. And I will see you guys later. Live long and prosper. And that did it with the wrong hand. And realized that this one was gonna do like this. I was supposed to go like this. Yeah, you get the point. Anyway, in the words of the mighty Stan Lee, Excelsior! See, I did again. I used the wrong arm. Oh well.